Since the 60s, millions of young Australians have followed the famous kangaroo route and moved to London on a 2-year working holiday visa. The experience has become a rite of passage, with over 300,000 Aussies living in London every year. Through the lives of 10 real characters, London Calling experiences the highs and lows of the great Aussie gap year, from the parties, friends and lovers, to finding a job, a house and new mates in one of the most expensive cities in the world. The journey of 10,000 miles begins with one step, and that step starts here in Australia. Byron Bay, New South Wales, 26-year-old model Telicia Nelson is packing her bags for her flight to London. Byron-born Telicia works as a bikini model and is the Bond's body.
I guess I'm a beach girl at heart. I kind of wake up, I go for a walk along the beach, I clear my head at the beach. I haven't really researched London, so I'm not really sure what's there, but I've heard that there's a murky brown river that you can't swim in, and there's 1 or 2 parks, so I'm not sure how I'm going to go being a nature girl in a massive city.
Without any plans or expectations, Telicia is shelving her successful Australian modelling career to try and break into London's competitive fashion industry.
I've heard that I'm definitely not suited for it. The beach kind of natural Australian look doesn't really fly in London. I don't really believe people when they say you can't do something. I'm just going to give it a go anyway, and if I fail, I fail.
Telicia's family have gathered for her last birthday in Australia before the big move, and she soon realises this could be the last time she sees her loved ones for years.
My family don't really understand where I'm coming from, where I want to leave and go to the other side of the world. But, you know, that's what I want to do, so they accept it, really.
It's time to leave for London, and Telicia decides to go to the airport alone. How will the Aussie beach girl react to her new home? Borough Market, South London. 27-year-old actor Adam Hunter from Melbourne is starting his shift. For 2 years, Adam played Cameron and Robert Robinson on Neighbours. Now in London, he works in a restaurant while searching for acting work.
That's the beauty of something like this, is that it does give you flexibility. Downside is the pay isn't crash hot. It works well with kind of what I'm doing, so I've got an order already. Good start to the morning.
Adam lives in a group house in Clapham Junction, South London. It's Tuesday night, and Adam is cooking curry for his housemates.
We have like 8 people living here, so I mean, the chances of us all actually being in the one place in the one house under the same roof at the same time is quite slim.
The dinner gives Adam and his flatmates the chance to catch up on all the week's news. Inhabited by Aussies and Kiwis, the house is constantly changing, with people coming and going. And with 8 people in a 4-bedroom house, Adam is forced to share a room and a bed with one of the female flatties.
This is where I live. So she sleeps there, and I sleep here.
Being friends is an obvious advantage. But what happens if Adam and his bedmate get lucky?
Obviously you're sharing a bed if you happen to pick up someone one night or something and you need to use the bedroom facility, then you let the other person know 3 hours before. Of course the sheets have to be changed.
Leicester Square, central London. 24-year-old Sam Zagami from the Sunshine Coast is on her way to a business meeting. Working at a popular radio station as an account executive, Sam finds the pace in London will be a bonus for her career back in Australia.
It's a lot faster paced, it's, I think, more challenging, and I think it's a challenging industry to get into. In hindsight, when I go and move back to Australia in one of the capital cities, I think that having had this experience, I'll be in really good stead to get a really good job back home.
As well as her career, Sam's moved to London to live an alternative lifestyle.
I was kind of in a transition between accepting the fact that I am gay, and I think that it was perfect timing for me to move to London because it's so accepting. I just feel I can be as free and as open as I want.
When the weekend arrives, Sam parties in Soho, the heart of gay London.
Where are all the women?
A few drinks later, Sam finally summons the courage to talk to a lonely blonde. With the chemistry bubbling away, Sam and her new friend hit the streets of Soho to find a place to dance. But will the chemistry stick around? Fulham, South London. 26-year-old couch surfer Sarah Mullins from Melbourne is moving apartments.
This is the nicest place I've ever stayed in, by far. And this is my bed that I've been sleeping in.
Instead of forking out for the expensive London rent, Sarah goes from group house to group house and is a permanent couch surfer or dosser.
I've been in London since July last year, and I think I've officially rented for about 10 weeks. So bad.
Overstaying her welcome in Fulham, Sarah's been invited to a dosser-friendly house in Shepherd's Bush.
Actually, the house that we're going to is awesome. They like having dossers because they pay for their sky and everything, so they're always like, come, come, come. But I think the people here that I think are here now get angry. They've given me a few snubs in the morning, so. Right, well, I'm all packed up. Got my Vegemite from Mum. This is a bit heavier than last time, I think.
And ever keen to save money, Sarah forgoes the taxi and lugs over 50 kilos to the bus stop.
I spend minimum on clothing, minimum on public transport, like I try and walk as much as I can. I'm saving my pennies purely to travel, so. But now, after sort of 18, 20 months, whatever it is, I would love to have my own place, love to have a nice joint, a nice area.
Exhausted by yet another heavy move, Sarah arrives at her new home. Will her new flatmates be more welcoming than the last?
Hello.
27-year-old farmer Karen Hayes from country Victoria is on the way to Heathrow to catch a flight to Melbourne.
It's all coming to an end. Back to reality. Unfortunately. I'm sure I'll adjust when I get home. Just take a few days, get over jet lag, and then I'm straight into work, so it's going to be interesting as well. On a header in the country, harvesting crops.
After nearly 2 years in the UK, Karen feels his experience in London has made him a very different person compared to when he left Australia.
3 years ago I had told you this, I had a really bad breakdown of depression, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and yeah, got over that, and so it's been really good for me to do this. Met a lot of good people, a lot of friends that I'll hopefully have for a lifetime, I suppose.
On the train to Heathrow, his best mate Joe has come to see him off. And as the train inches closer to his departure, Karen's wondering what solitary life on the farm will be like after his life-changing London experience.
Alright, mate. Thanks for your help, man. Alright, mate. Good to live with you.
Sad. It's on a brave face sometimes, but sad too.